Thank you for being here today. What we're going to do is we're going to focus in on the Smarter Balance. The Smarter Balance is the new assessment that is going to take the place of the CST. And this is a new year for all of us to practice and try this out. So we want to be able to give you the website, give you an opportunity to look at the questions. It's kind of a preview of what your students, of what your children will be doing. And so the teachers will be doing the practice tests with the students first. And then once we return from spring break, they will be doing a field test with the students. And this year we're fortunate that we will not be given data back, so the students will not be graded. Okay, so no parents, no information will be given back to the school district or to the students. We're doing this primarily just to familiarize ourselves with the program. It's a learning year for everyone. But we're really excited and we want to be able to show you what it looks like, okay? So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that you're on this web page, and we're going to ask you to click on Student Interface Practice and Training Test. So if you can please click on that green button.
So you're going to just scroll down a little bit.
Just scroll down, you should all be on that page.
And there's...
Okay, once you click on that, you're going to be on the sign-in page. The sign-in page defaults to guest. When the kids actually do this, they will be putting in their first and their last name and their state ID number. So go ahead and click on sign in. You just need to click once. And so what it does is it verifies the information. So again, once your child does this, it'll verify their specific information. The test will be given to all students in grades 3 through 8, and then also again in grade 11. Okay, so feel free to select any grade you'd like. If you have a child that's in kinder, first or second grade, I would suggest selecting 3rd grade just so you can see what it's going to be like for them. And when you do that, it'll take you to the actual test. The students will be taking one test that's about 22 questions. It has multiple choice questions, it has fill in the blanks, it has free response. And they will be given, the total time for both tests is approximately 3.5 hours long, but that's broken up and determined by site and as needed by the student, okay? And they also are given a performance task. What the performance task is they're doing an activity with the teacher and other students in the classroom. And then for the performance task, they write about the activity that's done. So for today, we're going to look at our first 2 options. So you have a choice here. You can either do math or language arts, so feel free to pick either one. Okay, and so once you select that, you have some settings that you can pick from. The kids are going to be able to pick just different settings to help them out while they're taking the test. What's really nice about the program is that you can change the background. So if sometimes that traditional white background with the black font can be bothersome to the eyes, especially when we're reading, we can change it so that it's a nice rose background with the black font or a blue background with yellow font. And so that's really beneficial depending on each individual child's needs. So go ahead and select any settings you'd like and then click select. Okay, and it'll just verify exactly what you said and then click yes, start my test. This is a new little function. And so what it is, it's a sound check. So we really need you to just click on the little microphone button. And it's just verifying that there is sound coming out. The kids will be using headphones and a volume adjust control so that they can hear. When they're actually taking the field test, all of their computer options will no longer be activated because they're using a secure browser. Yeah.
During the test, will the children be given a piece of paper and a pencil, or are they expected to do all the math in their head?
No, they will. Thank you for asking that. They will be given a piece of paper and a pencil. Yeah.
So they're able to do their scratch work.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and they also get a notepad on the computer as well that they can use. So they have multiple options, which is nice. Okay, so once you've done the sound check, click on yes, and then it gives just some instructions and help. This is accessible while they're taking the test as well, so they don't have to memorize this. Okay, so we're going to click on begin test now. Okay, and what we went into is the language arts. And one thing we want you to notice here is that there is a split screen. And so we really want to work on with the kids on how to use the mouse, how to scroll up and down. They can use that little key to expand. Okay, and look at this. And then here you have the questions where they'd have to click inside the box and then type in their answers. And then you can see there's multiple questions. So if we scroll down here, it's really important that the kids see all of the questions that are available on that page, because sometimes there's more than one question on one page. Okay? So we're going to give you time now to answer the questions on your own. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand.
I couldn't. Okay, because I was trying to, some picked, I was watching what they were picking and it didn't seem to matter.
Okay. So this would replace a CST?
Yes.
Third to the fifth? For this
Third through 8th grade, and then again in 11th, for this year and from now on.
When you say this year doesn't count because it's a practice?
Exactly, yeah. This year we will not be getting any results back from the state.
So it's going to start next year?
It will start next year. From what we're told, I believe it will.
Yeah, officially, where the actual scores, where we get scores, we were told that it'll start next year. The 5th grade is still taking
Yeah.
the science CST, but they're going to be taking the smarter balanced language arts and math just as a practice to help them get used to the whole test itself.